happy to see that officially on the channel guide, there's ACC, along with SEC.
Because we got Can you imagine how long it will take to scroll through that channel 2 where you just put on TV?
You already did.
Where's Village at the Green located?
All right. Now, before we get started, everybody's attention, please. It's all about me right now. Thank you. Telephones. Put them on silence, please. And that includes me. Okay. Well, I am excited to be able to introduce Hotwire Communications. I've been with the organization for 9 years, and we've started, we stopped, we started, we stopped, we've taken 3 steps back, 1 step forward, so forth and so on. I believe we finally gotten it right, and we're partnering with an incredible organization. Now, one thing I want everyone to understand very clearly, Hotwire.com is a different company than Hotwire Communications. So Hotwire Communications isn't going to help you book your vacations. That's a different company, all right? And you know, it's interesting, Hotwire Communications was based out of the Philadelphia area, all right, Bella Cynwyd. They actually moved the world headquarters to Fort Lauderdale because they actually service tens of thousands of individuals here in Florida. So, huge concentration, and Carl and team will get into that in just a moment. But again, I'm very excited that we've partnered with them, and I think you're going to be very excited. Now, something that I want you to understand, all right, this is a meet and greet. It's not a town hall. Now, what does that mean? All right? You're going to learn about Hotwire from 30,000 feet. So you'll understand the company, the history, what they do, who they do it to, all of those things. All right? We're going to probably start in June. We're going to start doing town halls where we're going to delve into a lot more detail and keep everybody apprised of where we're going, all right? And you know, if there are anything's getting in the way, we'll make sure that everybody's notified of that and so forth. Completion date, and this is also very important, completion date is scheduled for August of this year. Okay, I had to clarify that. We've been down that road before. August of this year. And we feel very comfortable, very confident that they're going to be able to hit that schedule. They've actually been out here already surveying the community, all right? So they've already begun their process. Let's see, what else do I have for you? You have in front of you the enhanced channel package for Village on the Green. That doesn't actually include all of the channels, all right? There's a plethora, all right, of other channels that are also included in this. Now, I just want you to know that it's not etched in stone. We're going to get a lot of feedback from residents, and there may be some tweaking depending on what the community wants and so forth. But this gives you a really good idea as to what's going to be offered. Now, we're taping this session for those that cannot join us, so please behave yourselves, all right? No profanity, all right? And then, what else do I have here? Let's see, that's good. Oh, questions. We're going to open it up for questions at the end of the presentation, all right? Just a few, because you can see there's an army of individuals in the back of the room that will answer any of your individual questions. All right, you're gonna learn a little here. You're gonna learn a little bit here about the setup, All right, there's all sorts of different things that they're going to be able to share with you, but I'm really, really excited. So, without any further ado, all right, no. All right, you can ask one right now.
Okay, is it true that you're so confident in the August opening for this, that if it's missed, we all get a free month?
All right, the question was, am I so sure that this is going to happen in August? If we miss it, we're going to get a free month. Do I look like I just fell off the boat? All right. I should ask these guys, all right, if they're so confident.
I'm not talking.
All right. No comprende English. All right. So without any further ado, please allow me to introduce Carl, and he's going to go through everything with you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. I'm Carl Lender, Executive Vice President, Hotwire Communications, Senior Living. I am very confident that we're going to make that date, and hopefully maybe even a little bit earlier. The guys in the back are freaking out right now. I want to just tell you one thing that you reminded me of this. In the beginning, when we started Hotwire, and we were very, very small, Hotwire.com was big, and we were nothing. And people used to call our company by mistake. And they would be like all over the world and pissed off because their flight plans were canceled, their hotels were canceled, and they would leave like these crazy messages on our line. We probably still have some of those. But 23, 24 years later, Hotwire Communications is significantly larger than Hotwire.com. And I really don't get those kind of comments anymore. Now, I know that this audience here maybe isn't familiar with Hotwire. I'm assuming that you're not. I personally have been with Hotwire for 20 years. I was the second employee in Florida. The company today has over 2,000 employees, and we have over 1,700 properties like this. Many of them are golf course type communities, condominiums, HOAs. The business that we're in is the bulk cable, bulk internet business. And then typically, like here, we sell phone service on a retail basis. Along the way, just to give you, sort of an idea, Lucy, who you're gonna meet here, and several other people, there's Max, there's a group of people here that we're based in Palm Beach County. And in Palm Beach County, we had about 400 properties, really great properties. And in that mix of 400 properties, over the course of the years, we had maybe 12, 13 senior living properties. And years ago, I started to notice that, first of all, working in senior living is very rewarding. People really appreciate what you do, but you have to be different and you have to be better. You have to spend more time. One of the things is you all have a channel lineup. It's in a 14 font, right? Our senior living channel lineup is in a 14 font. It has to, for me too. I'm 65 years old. And yeah, I'll get there. Steve and I are shopping for a place to live. Funny side story here. These pillboxes, now, when you saw these, were you insulted or did you laugh?
Laugh.
You laughed. Okay, good. That's good. Well, I'm gonna make you laugh a little bit more. So, the senior living division of Hotwire, it's new. And we've been sort of plotting it for a year. And then we launched it at the beginning of this year. But one of the first ideas that we had, we didn't even think about the services or anything. We're thinking about the stuff to give away. We said, we'll give away pillboxes. So we ordered these pillboxes with the name, and they came in, and we were so excited. And we brought them out to a property, and we handed the first person the pillbox, and they said, my pills won't fit in this box. and two ways. One, the pills were too big and too many pills. So these are not for you, they're for your children, okay? And I'm serious, this is not a lie. The next time we come up here, we're gonna have the new pill boxes that are morning and night and bigger on both sides, okay? All right. So, listen, we're about to start a process here. It's a long process, and it's being made longer by you guys because we added this element to it, this meet and greet. We never did this before. Usually when the contracts get signed, we go right into the process, and I think the next thing we do is the town hall, and then after we do the town hall, we do interviews, and then we do the installations. But for what's going on here, because this decision has been a long time in coming, and I know whoever the provider was gonna be, you were anxious, and now you wanted to meet the people. I think our agreement was signed like 2 weeks ago, right? And we said that we would come in force and spend the day here and meet and talk to people, and that's why it's kind of a meet and greet. Now, when we started our senior living division, I pulled away some of the best people that I've ever worked with from just running regular HOAs and condos to doing specifically senior living. So, you know, some of the people, Lucy, Steve and I were from New Haven, Connecticut. We've known each other for 50 years, the pizza capital of the world, by the way.
We went to Hebrew school together.
You
That's
went to
how
Hebrew school? Okay, they're really happy to that, okay. And we have Max over here who does a lot of our business stuff, and Jaylon is over there, he's one of our educators. So before this is over today, because he's not gonna do it, you know, come up here for a second. He's not gonna do a demo, but he will in the town hall, and he'll put it up on the big screen. But for today, we just wanted to prove to you that we could make television. So we've made television. And you know, there's 1 or 2 features about our service that are very unique. And I'll let Jalen talk about those. And I'll go back.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jalen Duperval. I am one of the many educators here at Hotwire. Now, we have a couple different things to offer you, right? How many of you like to record? Wow, okay. So you do have recording abilities with us, right? Can everybody? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a TiVo system that you'll be able to use to record on your system. If you have your favorite shows or movies that you already have set, when we come into your home, what we ask is for you to write them down, so that way when we come in, we can set them up for you. We also have a feature called Replay TV. Now, with Replay TV, you have the ability of going back 3 days to watch a show that you may have missed. Now, I will explain some of that after the presentation. If you guys stop by, I'll go ahead, I'll show you the features that we have. All I will ask is, please remember it's a demonstration. When we come to your home after your installation, you'll have a vision educator that will stop by and will walk through the whole system with you. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
So I know a lot of you have a TiVo piece of equipment. This is different. This is TiVo built in to the Hotwire platform, okay? So you won't need your TiVo equipment anymore because we're basically giving you that service. And so if you never recorded before, all we're saying is write down the shows that you like, and when we come in and do the installation, we're gonna program that for you. If you have recordings today, what we're gonna do is we're going to come in, we're gonna turn on your TV, we're gonna look at what you've recorded, and we're gonna take a picture of it, and then we're gonna program your new TiVo for you so that you don't have to do any of that. So the only people that really need to be concerned are the ones that don't record today. Just write down the shows that you like. Everybody else, you're good. Now this, we call this our red lobby phone. It's not a hotline, okay? You know, phone service is not an included service here. It's something that you could buy from us that we sell. And I'm certainly not pushing it. What this is we put this in the lobby, and basically we have a menu of telephone numbers that are pre-programmed. So just as an example, you could call the front desk by dialing #0. You could call security by dialing #01. You could make restaurant reservations by dialing #03. But you can also do that from your home. So if there's 20, 25 numbers that are programmed for the property, if you're a Hotwire phone customer and you're at home, they'll be programmed for you there too. Now Lucy is really, come up here Lucy, she's really the boss of the launch, more on the customer facing side. So you have to think of the project in a couple of different ways. There's us, right? And the regular business of your homes and what you want, and are you happy, and do you know how to work it? And then there are the parts of this project, which we have the construction part. We have people that are here that all they do is construction. And they're very nice, but you don't have to deal with them in any way because they're building the plant. That's what they're doing. Then we have people that are here that do installations. And all they do is the installations in the house. And there's people here, Lucy's going to introduce them, they're represented. What did I miss? Oh, the consultations? Yeah, we have the consultations, which everyone in this room is going to have an opportunity to do a one-on-one 30 minutes with a Hotwire representative where everything will be re-explained to you, and every question that you have, we can answer to you one-on-one, not in this type of environment. Now, I said to you before that we're in 9 states, we have 2,000 employees. Our headquarters used to be in Philadelphia early on, and we were so successful in Florida that we took advantage of a program that the state of Florida had, and we moved our headquarters to Fort Lauderdale. We have a 185,000 square foot office in Fort Lauderdale. And when we opened that building, the governor of the state of Florida, which at the time was Rick Scott, he came to our office and he opened our office, and we put 1 employee out of 700 at that time up as the example employee, the successful example employee of Hotwire, and that's Lucy Gonzalez. I think she got an award. I don't know what she got. Did you get any money? No. Those are the breaks. Okay, here you go, Lucy.
Thank you, Carl. Thanks so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, Lucy Gonzalez here. I've been in the company for about 15 years, so very happy to be part of this family, because we call it a family. And I'm just going to go very high level, kind of introduce what's going to happen. I call this slide the customer journey, just because I'm going to give you a visual and a bit of understanding of what you're going to be seeing around starting a month ago. Probably you haven't seen it, but we have already started something here. So I'm going to, as I'm explaining the phases of the project, I'm going to be calling in our team, because this is a meet and greet, right? So I want you to, kind of get to know our team, the team that is going to be on site. We're here to stay, we're boots on the ground. And as they come in, they're going to introduce themselves, talk about how many years they have been in the company, because one of the important things here to know is that a lot of these team members have been over 10 years in the company here. So we know what we're doing, we know that what we need to get done in order to be successful here. So let's go ahead and start with the launch process overview. Number 1, we have what is called groundbreaking and construction. Thank you, Karen. Groundbreaking and construction. This part, you really don't have to worry too much about it. The team is going to come in and leave. You don't need to talk to them, as Carl mentioned. I'm going to call in Keith. Stay away from them, yes. They're going to be wearing like the vest, the light light green color, so don't talk to them. I'm just kidding. Keith, please, would you mind coming here, and Mr. Wilson as well? I'm going to introduce you to the two main people that are leading the cruise, the team that are going to be bringing the infrastructure to Hotwire. I'm sorry, to the property here. Keith?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Keith Shankman. I'm the Regional Director for Construction. I'm going to be in charge of the entire overbuild from start to finish. We will be running our fiber through the rear of the properties. We'll be putting nits on each of the homes or each of the buildings, and we're bringing our fiber in that way. All of our equipment, our infrastructure will be in the ground. There will be nothing sticking above ground. Everything will be flush mounted. We use concrete vaults, and we use plastic flower pots. And that's pretty.
Tell them the difference between a pedestal and a wall.
Okay, a pedestal sits about that tall. It's green, brown, all different colors, and yeah, very ugly, very unsightly. And that's what houses the generally your old twisted pair copper or your coaxial cable. So we leave nothing above ground. No one can damage anything. All of our infrastructure is in the ground. Everything's safe and secure. Anything else?
We're not taking up their property, do up sidewalks.
No. Right now, I guess some other company came out here and started micro trenching through your streets. We will not be doing that. All of our groundwork will be literally in the ground. We'll be mistling underneath the streets. We'll be mistling under driveways, and everything will be wherever there's dirt. We do nothing in the concrete areas.
I know you said it, but just reiterate that most of the project is in the rear.
Yes, yeah. The majority of the project is in the rear. We will be passing through some of the front of the buildings to link different sections together, but most of our infrastructure is in the rear. I have not seen our designs yet. We just did a survey last week and we put it into design. So by the end of next week, I should have my designs back. So then I'll know what will be in the front, what will be in the rear. Oh, no, I did not. You caught me. I've been with the company for 15 years. And Sean Wilson right here, he's going to be the project manager from start to finish. And I'll give it to Sean.
Hi, my name's Sean Wilson. I'm newer to the family. I'm a project manager with Hotwire going on 4 years now. I work for Keith and the rest of all of our family here, and I'm looking forward to the process if it's his. As Keith said, we're going to do clean work. Everything's going to be flush in the ground with the vaults. We've got the ball rolling, so as far as that month free, I don't think we need to worry about it. We are very confident in making this happen. But again, we're doing everything that we can to make sure it's a clean and decisive process once we get the ball rolling.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so the next step, number 2, service consultation. What does that mean? I call it a one-on-one interview. Carl kind of mentioned that. He took my line before I had to say something, but thank you for introducing the one-on-one consultation. So that is an interview. You're gonna have 30 minutes, or maybe 35, or maybe less, right? But we're gonna go over one-on-one with your current services that you have. We're gonna make sure that you feel comfortable with what are the services that you're looking forward to get. Make sure, as Carl mentioned, all of the recording, if you do have a DVR and you do record, we are going to take those shows that you actually record to make sure on the time of the installation, we help you to do that setup as well. On that day, you're gonna be receiving, once Carl mentioned in June, we're going to be doing town halls. There's going to be more information about these. There's going to be a letter that you're going to receive with instructions. Where are we going to be located, the time of your appointment for your one-on-one interview, and making sure that you bring your schedule, your calendar, so we can go over the next step, which is the installation. But before going to installation, I want to also introduce the launch team. These are launch account managers, leaders that have worked for many years in the company, and they have also done projects like this one. I'm going to be the dedicated person here to assist on this project, but I do have a team of efforts here in the Central Florida and also Palm Beach area, and I want them to introduce themselves.
Thank you, Lucy. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Karen Pinto. I am one of the launch managers here in Central Florida, as well as in the Palm Beach area. So the reason why we're all here today is just to really reinforce that there is local support, that there's somebody here that's gonna walk you guys through the whole journey and really be there to take care of the transition and just make sure your questions are really answered. So just feel free to approach us afterwards. And again, during all these steps, we're really here for you guys. So any questions that may come up, feel free to come up to us.
Thank you, Karen. My name is Nick Storm. I'm actually down in South Florida in Broward right now, but I'm currently relocating up here, so I will be boots on the ground and support here. I've been with Hotwire, I'm one of the babies as well, about a little over 3 years. But I'm actually just coming off launching a pretty large 55 and older community down in Broward. So again, this is something that we know, something that we've done time and time again. We're here again really just to answer your questions and support you through this transition. We know change is hard and there's gonna be some new stuff that pops up, but we're here to help with that transition. Winmore. Oh, sorry. A little property called Winmore, about 5,260 units. I don't think I'll ever forget that number. But it was a very long project. We were there for about a year and a half. We were able to get close to 85% active. There's obviously units that are transitioning in and out, people selling units and stuff. But yeah, it was a very knowledgeable and fun project, I could say. But again, it really did help us set up for what this ICP is, what you guys are, and what we need to know for projects like this to come. So we'll use that knowledge to make sure that we assist with this transition for you.
Alrighty, thank you, team. The next one, it'll be the in-home installation. That's the fun part. That's when you are actually going to start getting your services installed and with Hotwire services, right? So I'm gonna call in my two members that are leaders here. So installation, you have dedicated technicians. You will be seeing the same face over and over. So we're here to stay on that period of installation. And I have my two team members here that I actually worked in Palm Beach area with them, so I know them very well. They're really good. So here's Ed.
Good afternoon. My name is Ed Ironman. I'm the Senior Director of Operations. I cover Central Florida, North Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. What we do is we focus on in-home installations. We want to make sure that we're providing you the best service and the best customer experience. So we oversee the teams that do all the installs, and we bring that white glove service. Joe has been with the company for 5 years. I've been with the company for over 10 years. So combined, we have a lot of experience. Joe's somebody that you're gonna get really familiar with. He'll be here in person very often with his team doing the installations. So I will pass it over to him. You can get to know Joe a little bit more. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Joe Stelly. I'm the Operations Installation Supervisor for Central Florida. And like Ed said, I'm kind of a baby with the company still at 5 years. But I've been doing this for 30 years, and I'll be overseeing the groups that'll be installing you individually. And we'll make sure all your services are up and running the right way. You'll be satisfied with everything that's installed and understand how to operate the system. But like I said, it's a great family organization here, and we're not gonna leave you hanging. We're gonna take good care of you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, team. Appreciate it. So once again, we are gonna do installations, and you're gonna have, after that installation period, or during the installation actually, you heard about Mr. Jalon over there. So he has a department too, that his team comes over, and we also work one-on-one to make sure that you feel comfortable with the system, right? A remote control, a channel lineup, all of these things. We want to make sure that we go through the phases and make sure you are comfortable with the service that you're getting. Last but not least, I don't want to forget this. I want to bring Almida and Stephanie. They're also part of the team. Even though it's not part of these phases here, which is the launch phase, bringing the services here, they are going to be the ones that are going to be taking over after we complete by August, right? We're going to complete in August this year. So I want to present to you the two ladies, and they are going to be account managers. What do they do? Well, they take over the properties. We're here, I'm telling you that we're going to be here during launch. We're going to be doing the project, but we don't go. Maybe us, the launch team, is going away, You can still contact me because at the end of the project, you will have my contact information and you can call me at any time. But then Stephanie and Almira are going to be the ones taking care for the rest of the time, right? So I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves.
My name is Almira. I'm with the company for 11 years, and Stephanie is my supervisor. I'm going to let her talk.
Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie Fernandez. I am a supervisor for the account management team here in Central Florida, as well as North Florida. I've been with the company for a little over 11 years. We started in customer service and we worked our way up, as I think that's a testimony on how much we're going to be taking care of you once you transition out of that launch phase. You guys will get VIP service. With Almira, you have a dedicated account manager. She will be here visiting you guys and just saying hello.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I didn't want to forget that because they do take care after of it. A lot of the questions sometimes is like, yeah, you're giving all of these names, what will happen after? We have many ways that we're going to be able to contact you, for you to contact us, but we do have a dedicated person per project that are going to continue working with James and the team, the staff members, everybody else. All right, I think I did all my 4 phases of the project, Carl, so, all right, James, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it.
This was my suggestion, the Q&A.
Don't you believe it? All right, couple of things real quickly. And I just want everyone to understand that slide that you just saw, that's actually one of 20 plus slides that you're gonna go through in the town hall. So remember, this is just a get to know us meeting, all right? And we've got all the experts and everyone else here just waiting to answer any questions you might have. But what we will do now, I see you, Joy. What we will do now is I do want to open it up for a few questions before we break and you can meet with folks one-on-one. The other thing that I want to make certain that we do is come right over here and actually get to see the way it's set up, the way it's lined up, and so forth, all right? So you can get a little acclimated to it, all right? So, Joy, what's your... Joy first, she beat you.
Yes, is there any limit to how many television each person can have?
All right.
Because
Joy,
the paperwork said only 2 devices.
Yeah, Joy owns 27 TVs. So, the question is there a limit to the number of televisions you can have?
You get 2 devices in the package. If they have more TVs, there's 2 ways to do that. You get another device from us, or maybe that's a smart TV, and you download the apps of the channels you watch, and just watch the programming through the apps on that TV.
All right, so the short answer is you can have more than 2 TVs. The program package comes with 2 boxes. If you want to add on to that, you can. And if you have a smart TV, you can actually program it. And I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing here, Carl. When you do the one-on-one consultation, you can actually show them that, right? Okay? You only get one question, Joy. I gotta go right over here and I'll come back to you.
Okay. Village on the Green set many of us up with VoIP through UMA.
Right.
And so I see you pulled out a phone, which I assume is VoIP. So
In a way.
will UMA work on your system?
UMA will definitely work on the system, and nobody has to change. But if you were to do that, then you'd have the speed dial, and you'd have, well, with UMA you can have as many phones as you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not totally familiar with it. But you can stay with them or come with us, and we're gonna be pros. How much is the UMA for you?
It's, I think I pay $17 every 2 months.
So we're gonna be around that. Around that, we'll probably be 20, something like that.
Okay, good question. Lynn, go ahead.
I understood all that you were saying about checking our recordings, and setting up our TV for that. Are we gonna lose the recordings we already have?
Well, you could keep your TiVo player hooked up to your TV in another port, and you could play them off of that, but going forward, you would tape the programs in our TiVo. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not really gonna lose them, but eventually you won't care about them.
Now, remember, when they come in and they look at what you've taped, be careful what you've taped. I'm just saying. All right? All right, Joy, one more.
Yes, is there any limitations on the kind of televisions or the age of televisions that one can have because of what has to be built into the TV?
Good question.
As long as they're not square.
So they're not square and if they have black and white.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it just, as long as it has an HDMI connection, then you're fine.
Is this similar to YouTube TV?
No, this is real traditional cable. And, you know, YouTube TV, although they have the same channels that we have, that's a retail product. So the price of our product is about half of what theirs is, just because you're buying it in bulk.
Now, I'm gonna answer the question I bet you some of you have. What's this gonna cost me? That's where you were going? No? Okay, well.
Okay, so let's do it.
It's a question I'd have, all right? The way it's set up right now is that whatever we're paying for, I'm looking here at Serene to make sure I don't say the wrong thing. Whatever we are paying now for senior TV stays the same for all existing residents, all right? New residents coming in might be a different story, but for all existing residents, you're not gonna see an increase, unless of course you do add-ons and stuff like that, all right? I wanna get to somebody that hasn't raised their hand yet. Oh, go ahead, Jim.
For the programs that we record, I really enjoy the feature that we have with TiVo where I can skip commercials. Will we be able to skip all the commercials easily?
Yes, if you recorded them, you'll be able to skip over.
I love it.
Good. That's a great one. That's a great one. All right. This is going to be the last question, and then you can hit them all. All right, with questions, comments, and so forth. Go ahead.
I noticed on this list of channels that there's no premium channels like HBO or Cinemax that we have already.
All right. So the answer to that is that we, based on customer feedback, all right, this channel list is going to, where are they? This channel list is going to tweak a little bit. All right. So, for instance, it doesn't show all the channels that they offer either. So you're going to see a little variation once we get feedback from all the residents and so forth. Cinemax, HBO, like those types of channels. All right, so there's more to come on that.
Can I just have?
So I think, I hope I get my numbers straight, I think they are. You get all the local channels that are in the market. Then you get about 120 channels as part of your package. And then there's another 120 kind of niche channels that not everybody's familiar with or they might not ask about all the time, and you're getting those too. I'm actually gonna get that list and send that over to you, but if I had put that out here today, it just would have created a lot of confusion. Everybody who wants a channel, they're kind of on this list. We also have additional, this is a tier, okay? So this is called our favorites tier. We have a standard tier, then we have a favorites tier, then we have a premium tier. There's a tier of about, 25 more channels that you could buy into if you wanted to do that. And when we have the one-on-one interviews and the town halls, we'll really lay that out for you, okay? This was really intended to be kind of a meet and greet and you learn about Hotwire.
Okay, very well done, thank you. All right, so without any further ado, all right, take the time to come over and see how it's set up. You've got a plethora of individuals back here that can answer any questions you might have. All right, grab something to go, and thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. All right, thanks.